A viewer asked me if you should stop your girlfriend from having social media accounts. And apparently this has not been talked about a whole lot in the red pill community, in the manosphere, or whatnot. Now, fellas, this actually falls into the checklist that I go by before making a girl serious in my life, giving her exclusivity. See, exclusivity has to be earned, okay? And this is one of the things she must do before she's seen exclusive with me, before she can even consider or think about claiming me as her boyfriend. I am doing her a favor, the favor of her lifetime, to give her my commitment. I meaning you who's watching this video, because that's how exactly I want you guys to start thinking about. I want you guys to start thinking about relationships and girlfriends and boyfriends in this manner, is that you yourself is doing her a huge favor by giving her that. Do you know why? Because you, sir, are red pill aware. That means you, sir, have directions in life. You know what's going on around her. You have awareness. Most guys are so lost in this world that they still gotta have their mama make decisions for them. But you don't. You aren't like that. You are a leader in your own life, at least, right? Especially if you've been watching me for a while now. So you are doing her a favor by getting into her life. And in that way, she now has a leader in her life and somebody to direct her and guide her if need be. Do you have any idea how precious you are? Do you have any idea how precious that person is, that guy is in today's time, in today's society, where all we see is nothing but pussified soy boy cucks? Do you have any idea how precious an alpha male, a masculine man is? A man with direction, with sense, with logical decision-making ability. And this is definitely one of the things that she must follow if she wants exclusivity out of me. Which is what? Which is she better goddamn delete all of her social media accounts. All of them. Even if she has a Twitch account, bitch, you better delete that. I don't give a shit if it's just for gaming or whatever. No. Now, this talk should be happening before you guys even get into the relationship. This is what pisses me off about guys. You guys will start dating some chick a month or 2 months or even 6 months down the relationship. You'll bring that up. No, dude, that is way too late. See, I told you that you need to give her lessons for her bad behavior from the very first time. It's just like a dog, you know? When a dog does something wrong, or when a dog takes a shit in the living room, and it's not supposed to do that, you come home and you see that, you don't wait till a week after you punish the dog. No, you grab the dog by its neck. Obviously, you're not gonna hurt the animal. And you put his face on his own shit. And you say, bad dog. Your voice tone itself will tell the dog that you're pissed off. And when you put its neck on the shit, its face on the shit, it'll know that's why you're pissed off. Because it took a shit in the living room. And then you take it outside. That's when it knows that it's supposed to go outside, when it's time to poop. Right? You do it right then and there as soon as you see it. Same thing with your woman. Bad behavior needs to be punished right then and there. Bad behavior, what's bad behavior in this case? Bad behavior is her being on social media, her being a thought on Instagram, on Snapchat. I need to come up with a more creative name for Snapchat, because it's a hoe app, right? It's a hoe chat app. It's not Snapchat, it's hoe chat. There we go. That's a better name, I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. You think we should start calling Snapchat hoe chat? I think so. So this talk needs to be happening a long time ago, fellas. And 98% of women will run as soon as you tell them this. That's okay. That's good for you. We always mention this, fellas. Is the 95% of women, 96. If you ask me, 98% of Western women are no good. So when she runs, 50, 100, 150, 200, 250 women run from you. After you tell them that, what does that tell you? It means most of these chicks are no good. Now, this is when she's gonna try to come up with a whole bunch of excuses why she should keep her social media and whatnot. And also, she's gonna try to bait you into it and say that, oh, you must delete yours too if I delete mine. And that's when you remind her, baby girl, men and women are not equal. By this point, she should have heard that from you already, or at least felt that from you, that you don't believe in equality. So you just remind her that. Remind her about your opinion about equality, right? You remind that bitch that, and she'll take that hint, or you clearly, blatantly say it out loud. If you're like me, that's what I do. I'm very straightforward. Is that no? You don't tell me what to do. I'm the guy who's the leader in this relationship, or anywhere really, if you look into it. So you follow my direction and my instructions, not the other way around. And every single time you give her any kind of command, instructions, direction, you always tell her, if you don't want to do it, you know where the door is. I'm not holding you hostage. But if you must stay with me, then you must do these. You must tell her this before the relationship starts, fellas. Otherwise, you're going to make a huge mistake. Huge mistake. She's gonna start calling you insecure and all this, then the other. That's gonna happen regardless. You bring this conversation up before or in the middle of the relationship. Oh, you're insecure. You think I'm just gonna cheat on you, right? You tell her no. I don't think you'll cheat on me, but if you do, I don't want to make it easier for you. So you better earn that cheating if you do. And social media makes it a lot easier for you to cheat. You don't trust me? That's not what I said. Don't put words in my mouth. This is not up for discussion. That's my final saying. Take it or leave it. That's it, and leave it at that. You don't have to raise your voice. You don't have to do any of that. Now, two most important things you guys have to understand before you have this talk with your girl. Number one, she has to be emotionally wrapped up with you before you can bring this up. Otherwise, she's gonna look at you like you're crazy. This nigga. What makes him think I'm gonna listen to him on that? Ha! This nigga stupid. So you must have her emotionally wrapped up in her head. How do you do that? That's not this video topic. I can talk about it in another video if you guys want me to. And number two, you yourself, you guys saw this one coming, right? You yourself have to be the best option that she has. And now you know what you need to do to get to that version, right? Now, even though you get to the best version of yourself, there's still not 100% guarantee that she doesn't have somebody better than you, or she might not find somebody better than you. You know, she's going out every day, she might meet somebody new. That's okay. You see, that's okay. Why? Because at least you yourself is the best version of yourself, right? And as I said earlier, most guys nowadays are not even that. So statistically speaking, she doesn't have the opportunity or the luxury to lose you for somebody better. Why? Because we all know the 90-10 rule, right? 90% of women want the top 10% of men. Well, because of that, what are we seeing in society today? Is more and more women are being single. So if you yourself is the top 10% man, do you really think she's going to have any options better than you? Statistically speaking, no. Because the rest of the 90% of men are no good for her. That's why it makes sense when you analyze it with the numbers. Fellas, social media will destroy your relationship, will destroy your marriage. You might not see it now, you might not see it 5 years from now, but I promise you 10 years, 15 years down the road, you'll see what I'm talking about. You might not divorce her, or she might not divorce you, but the relationship is long dead if you guys have social media platforms. Especially Instagram and Snapchat. These two, fellas, oh my God, I can't even put enough emphasis on how deadly these two apps are for relationships. Instagram and Snapchat. You know, back in the days when Facebook first came out, a lot of those chicks got a Facebook account. In my opinion, that's not even as dangerous as today's social media era. Because social media has clearly taken a turn, right? It has clearly advanced a lot since it first came out. So girls would rather have her social media account and get attention from multiple simps than keep one alpha male in her life. And that's my next and last point, is that if your girlfriend is from the age of 18 to 24, chances are she's not going to listen to you. Doesn't matter how alpha you are, doesn't matter how much money you make, she's not going to listen to you. Why? Because she's in her prime time. That's why, as I was saying, she would rather get attention from 10 different simps than keep one alpha male in her life. Why? Think about it, fellas. Why wouldn't she? If you had the opportunity of getting that many women, regardless if these women are good quality or bad quality, you would keep that opportunity, right? Same reason. And at this age range, since she's getting that much attention, her judgment is clouded. She's distracted to see what's coming ahead. So women will most likely listen to you when you tell them to delete your social media apps after the age of 24. But hey, if you yourself is a 40, 45-year-old successful rich man, dating a 25, 26, 27-year-old woman is nothing for you. It's actually pretty good for you, right? Man, 20 years younger than you? Hell yeah. Fuck that bitch. But yes, fellas, you must tell her to delete the social media accounts. Okay? And you can assure her that you're probably doing your social media for some business purposes or whatever. It's just some bullshit, okay? But you better not delete your shit just because she says, oh, why don't you delete yours? Why do I have to delete mine? No. That's a huge shit test. And if you go ahead and do what she tells you to do, you just failed miserably. You simply tell her, we're not here to talk about my issues. We're here to talk about your issues. Oh, I have issues because of social media? Yes, you do, honey. And yes, we will have issues too if you keep that. It's that simple. Fellas, I hope I was able to get the point across. Yes, social media is literally the death of your relationship. I feel like I'm just repeating myself at this point, so I'm just going to stop. Follow me on Instagram at Zeekpeak. Like and subscribe. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.